So, I'm about to complain about something about Pokemon X and Y, which just came out as I'm filming this video. Came out for about a week. And I'm going to complain about something that's a new feature that GameFreak added. But I want to preemptively sort of give them props or sort of acknowledge a certain irony in my video and me complaining about this because the reason I'm complaining about this is only because Game Freak honestly tried to resolve the exact issue about. They tried to do something cool and add something more to it to address this kind of the specific issue that I'm complaining about. But in doing so, they opened up a can of worms for themselves because they did not do a good job at it, and henceforth, I don't feel, I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about this, okay? Um, in all the Pokemon games up to Gens 1 through 5, the main characters of the games, you can name your character. Well, basically it goes back to the fact that Pokemon's an RPG. You could name your character after yourself, and being an RPG, going back to the roots of what a role-playing game actually is, they're a bit lost now. But going back to what role-playing games originated as, that you really are supposed to imagine yourself, envision yourself in this world. And the RPGs that let you really heavily customize your character and maybe make it look like you or make it look nothing like you if you choose to. Sort of reflect this. You are supposed to envision yourself and act in this world. Literally playing the role of the character in the game or inserting yourself into this world. Even so, due to technical constraints or just practical reasons or just convention, the protagonists of the Pokemon RPGs have always been characters of a certain appearance and skin tone, and it's of such that to a certain extent, Japanese people will perceive them as, and Japanese and certain Asian people will perceive the appearance of the Pokemon of the characters from Gens 1 through 5 as looking like them, and white people, Caucasian people, people of a European background could just as easily perceive that those main characters as looking like them. And there was no skin tone or race customization in the games until Gen 6. With Pokemon X and Y, Game Freak, I think, is part of the same sort of spirit in which they said, hey, we're going to release these games internationally so everyone could experience it, sort of simultaneously. And, with Game Freak starting to go around the world, we're going to make, instead of all the regions being based in Japan, we're going to make it, Unova be based on New York City and New Jersey. And specifically, Junichi Masuda said part of what inspired him to make a region based on New York was sort of the diversity of the people and all the different cultures and ideas, and they're present in such a small geographical area. And Gen 5 introduced people of different ethnic backgrounds as major characters in the game for the first time. And so with Gen 6, they added, you could actually choose your skin. You could choose between, as I remember, 3 different skin tones. Like, so it's sort of the baseline one, which is kind of generic white / generic Japanese. I think if you're Japanese, you'll perceive that as being Japanese. If you're, white, you'll perceive that as being white. If you even think of it that hard or subconsciously or whatever. And there's another skin tone. I don't even really remember what it looked like because I didn't pay much attention to it. But what's relevant to me, you can now choose a trainer with a darker skin tone. But it's nowhere near as dark as I am. And there are only 3 options. You could choose, white, I guess off-white, and sort of generically, ethnically brown. And that's not to, minimize or belittle people who are actually, reflect that skin tone in real life. It's awesome that but if you're gonna have the choice of a darker skin color is like obviously, just sort of, have the people with different ethnic backgrounds able to choose a character that looks a little more like them. But if you're going to do that, you have to do, people aren't just like brown, like white, off-white, and ambiguously like slightly brown. And and like I said in another video I did, the characters, choosing the darker skin tone character does not make that a black character or a character of African or or East Indian descent. It just changes his skin tone. It was kind of like in Davy and Goliath, that old stop motion series where they added some black characters to this series, and what they did was they literally just took some white puppets and just painted them with darker skin, but they still look like just white people with a palette swap, so to speak. Um, and it's kind of unfortunate because I could make my me have my same skin tone, but my Pokemon trainer character could be not white, but he can't be too black. It's kind of unfortunate. And the thing is, it's unfortunate, especially for Game Freak, because I'm only bringing this up because Game Freak tried to make more avatars of available for people of different racial backgrounds. Because they tried to do that, but they didn't do a good job or didn't consider it well. Now I have a complaint. Whereas I don't have a problem playing as a white slash Japanese Pokemon trainer in the video game. Like it didn't concern me. But if now I can choose an ethnic character, and but I can't be too black. I can't be as black as my me or as black as I am in real life. It's kind of like, it's unfortunate, but it shows Game Freak is at least at least they're trying, because that's the thing. Like if they weren't trying, I wouldn't have any comment to make on that. But have a slider. They could have easily, just as easily as they had three, they could have had 6 or 7 different skin colors, but they just had the 3, and it's kind of it does sort of alienate me to a certain extent. So because it's like, okay, so I could be a black, we pilot. I could be a black Pilot Rings Resort pilot. I could be a black, Wii Sports Resort, tennis player. But I can't be a black, as black as I am or as black as my me is. I can't be that black and be a Pokemon trainer in Pokemon X and Y. That's all. And I'm not saying, oh, Game Freak's racist or anything. I'm not saying any crap like that. Please. But that's what I have to say. The fact they even tried is a huge step in the right direction. I applaud them for that. But just look at how much you could customize your me to be any race or any racial background or any skin color. But you can't do that in Pokemon. It's kind of unfortunate. So that's an improvement they can make for Gen 7. And thank you very much for watching.